the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. What this life is about.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Swing in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
All right. Welcome, 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 everyone, to the Center for Spiritual Living in Colorado Springs. I am Reverend Sally, your senior minister and spiritual director, and I am so glad to see everyone here today on this another gorgeous day out here in Colorado Springs. So what brings us here? We come here to think about, to experience, to just be with the reality that each and every one of us is the divine in expression. Not tomorrow, not when we get it all together, but right now. Yes, right now. So is there anyone who's here for the very first time, and I happen to know there is one at least, willing to raise your hand? Welcome. We've got another one back there. We've got a sign of hospitality, which is our flower, and a little clipboard that you can fill out, as well as an envelope that has a Signs of Mind magazine and some other information about us. So we are glad that you're here checking us out today. And I thought I saw a couple of kiddos in the audience. Do we have kiddos? Okay, I'm seeing. All right, so what I'd like to have us do is pray our kiddos in so that they can go down to their Sunday service. Today we've got Bettina and Lauren, I think, is with us, and Kevin will be helping out with our kids today. So let's warm up our hands. Put them out towards the kiddos. Most of them are in the back there. And we'll say our blessing. We bless all the children in our community and the world. We love all the children. We know the truth of who they are. All children are unique expressions of God, and we are grateful to have children in our lives, and so it is. So as the kiddos go down to their service this morning, I'm going to invite all of us to stand and just say hello to each other.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. Heaven, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today.
Choosing love.
I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of love right now, singing I'm choosing love today.
Choosing joy. Yeah.
I'm choosing joy today.
Choosing joy.
I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing I'm choosing joy today.
Choosing peace.
I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of peace right now, singing I'm choosing peace today.
Choosing heaven.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. Blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Wishing you a warm winter solstice. And in the season of cold and white, may your spirit always shine happy and bright. From Donna Ashworth, today marks the winter solstice. From now on, light more light steadily becomes ours. And I think it helps to remember when you feel shrouded by inky darkness, that light is always fighting to return to you, always, no matter how far away it may feel. Become a seeker of that light so it can find you more easily. Gather it into your pockets and stitch glimmers of it to the inside of your soul so that light always knows where you are. Be a conductor of all the magical, wondrous light in the world. In fact, just go ahead and be the light. Wherever you can, be the light so that others around you can hang in for theirs. And from Jan Richardson, the poem, "Blessed are you who bear the light." Blessed are you who bear the light in unbearable times, who testify to its endurance, to its endurable, who bear witness to its persistence when everything seems in shadow and grief. Blessed are you in whom the light lives, in whom the brightness blazes, your heart a chapel, an altar where in the deepest night can be seen the fire that shines forth in you in unaccountable faith, in stubborn hope, in love that illumines every broken thing it finds. And may this blessing support you through this winter, and may hope be rekindled in your heart with each dawn. Thank you for being a light in this world. And from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, we are the candles of the Lord. Let us therefore light the candle of love, human kindness, forgiveness, and understanding in our own soul, and let it shine brightly. Today I walk in the light, and my consciousness is illuminated. My thoughts will be guided and my way guarded, for I know that in my light there is no darkness, and in this divine light there are no shadows. So please join me in a moment of commemorating solstice and recognizing the light and that we bear it. Please join me. On this beautiful solstice morning, where through millennia people have circled and gathered in their alleluia that the light, more light during the day is returning. Those circles of illumination that have always and ever been grounded in that sacred one and that sacred all, celebrated through a multitude of names through every solstice. Solstice, a reminder that Spirit is steadfastly beside us, within us, around us, moving through us, being as us. And moving through this week with every sighting of a candle, there is a unification with that flame, an inner proclamation. I am the candle of Spirit. Just as it illumines me and it illumines every person who hears the vibration of this word, it illumines me. And in that illumination, there is a bearing of that light. There is a shining it forth. And we do that right here and right now on this blessed solstice Sabbath morning. We do it as Hanukkah ends, as Kwanzaa is celebrated, as Christmas approaches, all holidays that remind us, I am the light. I shine. I shine to illuminate. I shine to warm. I shine to comfort. I shine as safety. I shine as an infinite, eternal, immortal love. And I am grateful to know that every one of us is spirit expressing as light, and that we are the bearers of that light. I give thanks for this truth. And so I release the word into law, into the activity of spirit, knowing that it is always backed by that infinite spirit, that intimate presence, that indwelling source, always knowing that it is backed by love. And together, we celebrate this word by saying together, and so it is.
Every morning, the light keeps getting brighter as I wake up to the truth. And every day, I'm feeling so much lighter, and the world seems fresh and new. What I was taught and the way that I thought stopped serving me long ago. Now I'm learning to trust in the God of all of us. In yesterday I'm letting go. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today is the day I walk away. Every day I walk away. Every morning brings a new beginning. By grace, another day to be. And I awaken to the sun upon me shining, lighting the way for me to see. What I was taught and the way that I thought stopped serving me long ago. Now I'm learning to trust in the God of all of us. In yesterday I'm letting go. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today
Yes, 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 yes. Lindsay Facknitz, our CSLCS band, Rob, Teddy, Mark, and Ken. Whew. I do absolutely love Eddie Watkins Jr. So anytime we get to hear his music, yes, 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 yes. So let me give some shout out to Wes and Aaron and Evelyn in the back on our production team there. Yes, yes, yes. And let's give some love to Marcia Orr for our prayer and our solstice recognition. Yeah, it's an interesting time of year, isn't it? With all the darkness, feels like it's kind of closing in, and yet the light is coming once again. So, our theme today, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, Slither and slime to sublime. Yes, it's kind of playful, right? And believe it or not, it's actually deeply spiritual. Because life, it doesn't always move in straight lines or clean leaps, right? Sometimes it inches along, and sometimes it sheds. We've been talking about that all month, right? Shedding our skin. Sometimes it feels a little messy. Yesterday may have been one of those times for you. It feels a little messy, and yet something magnificent is unfolding. A greater yet to be is revealing itself. The light is shining from within. So our affirmation today is, I walk with confidence and step into my best self. Now this affirmation, it's not saying not someday, not when everything is perfect. No, it's happening now. When's it happening? Now. So I want to share with you a reading from Ernest Holmes, and it's found in Living the Science of Mind. I want to share that with you, and then I'll kind of break it down a little bit. So what he asks initially is, do you wish to be happy? He says, this is a foolish question, for who would not be happy? Someone has said that we used to think we had to be well in order to be happy. Someone has said that we used to have to know that we were well before we could be happy. Well, we know that we must be happy in order to be well. Happiness must be based on an inward sense of security, a sense of belonging to life and to each other, a desire to give, to be kind and compassionate, and to be able to put ourselves in the other person's position. He goes on and says, most of our unhappiness comes from our relationships with others. If we cannot be happy unless some other individual or group of individuals admires us and loves us, well, we have not yet realized that every person is complete within themselves. For when we reach back, we turn into that true self, which is God in us, we shall have penetrated the innermost depths of all people. So, in this passage, what Ernest is asking us. You know, his question, it sounds obvious, right? Do you wish to be happy? Well, of course we do. But Holmes reminds us that happiness, it isn't something we earn once life behaves the way we want it to. Happiness is an inner state, a sense of belonging to life, to one another, to the divine within. When we go looking for happiness outside ourselves through approval or admiration or someone else's validation, we forget something really essential. We are already whole. When we reach back to that true self, the God within us, we touch that place where all life meets. So today, with this theme, we get to explore what it looks like to move physically, emotionally, and spiritually from where we are into what we're becoming. Sometimes that movement is graceful. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's awkward and messy. All of it counts. Let me tell you about the snail's race. Snails move with one strong foot. It carries its home on its back, and it leaves a trail wherever it goes. It doesn't rush. It doesn't compare. It doesn't worry. It just keeps moving steadily, faithfully, at its own pace. So let me tell you a story about a snail and me. I was in California because I haven't seen too many snails here in Colorado, to tell you the truth. I think it's too cold. Anyway, I was out walking one day on the trails like I do, and I was moving. I was clearly in a hurry because apparently on that day I had very important places to be, so I had to get my walk in. And I almost stepped on a snail. There it was, right in the middle of the path. No urgency, no apology, no awareness of my schedule whatsoever. And I actually said out loud, "Well, you're in no rush, are you?" And of course, the snail didn't answer. It just kept moving, slowly, steadily, carrying its little house behind it like, I've got everything I need. You know, at first, I felt that irritation, that, "Argh." And then something in me, well, it softened. It stopped. I stopped, turned around, and watched this snail as it progressed across the path. That snail, it wasn't trying to be faster or different. It wasn't comparing itself to anything else or anyone else on the trail. It was simply moving forward at its own sacred pace, trusting that it would arrive exactly when it was meant to. And standing there, I realized I was the one out of alignment, not the snail. So I took a breath. I slowed down, letting it pass. And I thought, what if this is how Spirit moves through us? Not rushing, not pushing, just faithful, steady, calm, certain. You know, sometimes the most spiritual thing we can do is to stop hustling, stop judging ourselves and others, and to trust our own and their sacred pace. There's a lesson here for me, for us. We don't all move the same way or at the same speed, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And we were never meant to. The only race that matters is yours. Run your own sacred race, your own sacred unfolding. And if you feel like you're moving slowly right now, good. You're still moving. If you feel burdened by what you're carrying, remember, just like for the snail, what you're carrying, his snail is his house, and it may be what protects you. You are created whole, perfect, complete, in and of God. Your pace is not the problem. It's a signature, uniquely your own. So as we slither to Sublime, we're looking at the movement. Movement, any movement, has the power to shift us. When we come in here on a Sunday morning and the music's going and we're bebopping and moving our bodies, it's shifting us into this sacred reality that we're sharing in this moment together. So sacred movement, it's been used to awaken the soul, whirling and twirling and swaying and dancing. These aren't just artistic ballets or expressions. No, they are prayer in motion. You'll get an opportunity. I heard it in the announcements. You'll get an opportunity to experience what this is like for yourselves on January 12th when we, CSLCS, host the Dances for Universal Peace here. I invite you. I personally invite you to come and participate. When we move with intention, you know, something loosens, old energies release, and our emotions can soften. We shed what no longer fits. And here's the key. You don't have to perform for anyone. That's not what it's about. You got to dance like nobody's watching, because no one is. They're doing their own thing. No one is judging. The movement is actually between you and Spirit and the divine. So sometimes moving into the sublime looks like dancing. Sometimes it looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like simply breathing and saying, okay, Spirit, I'm willing. So, as Marcia shared in her words of inspiration and prayer, this solstice season, it reminds us that the light is never absent. It's only waiting. We are in the darker stretch of the year. It's a time that can stir feelings of isolation, of grief, or fatigue. And yet, beneath the surface, life is gestating, roots are deepening, seeds are preparing. We don't rush this. We honor it. I invite you to be gentle with yourself. Let go of harsh judgment of yourself or others. Release guilt, blame, and shame. They are not tools of transformation. Forgiveness is. Compassion is. And when the time is right, and you'll know it, the light returns. Something gradually, and sometimes all at once, and always faithfully evolves. As Ernest tells us in Thoughts Are Things, as you learn to release all your burdens to the right action of God, you will find that everything falls into its proper place. This week, I invite you to this call to action. This season invites us to listen, to really listen, and respond to these questions. And if you want the list, I'll give it to you after. What pace is life asking of you right now? Where are you being invited to slow down or step forward? What is ready to be shed so something new can emerge? These questions, they're not questions to rush to answer. They're questions to sit with, to journal about, and to pray with. Because as we release what no longer serves, we make room for what is becoming. And whatever your version of sublime looks like, whether it's peace or joy or clarity or courage, it's already reaching for you. So today, we affirm together, I walk with confidence. Say it with me. I walk with confidence. I honor my pace. I honor my pace. And I step into my best self. And I step into my best self. And so it is. So as our musicians come up to the platform, I invite our practitioners to stand. And as the practitioners are standing, they are holding the consciousness of wholeness. And so I invite you to close your eyes and allow your awareness to drop into your heart space, the longest distance from that top of your head into your heart space. And as we do so, I am recognizing the divine, the light, the one power, the one presence, that which I call God, Mother, Father, love. Recognizing that it is ever present, always available. And knowing that as I live and breathe, I am it, individualized, expressing as me, all of me, the messy parts, the clear parts, the lovely parts. And I know as this is true for me, this is the truth of each and every beloved in this sanctuary and beyond. We are each expressions of God. And as we move into this season of greater and more light, I am grateful to see the light in my beloved's eyes, to see the light in the people I meet throughout the day, to see the light in nature, to see the light even as my eyes are closed. And so I give thanks for this, and I simply let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing in the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to move into our time of conscious giving. So I invite you to prepare your gift, and as you do, if you give electronically, we have the little items in the back of the seat pockets that you can put there, and place that against your heart as we say our giving affirmation together. I joyfully celebrate the flow of God through me. I am grateful for receiving and giving to my spiritual community. I give thanks, always knowing God is my source. And so it is.
Today I went down to the river. What was I supposed to do? Watch the people in the water. What else was I supposed to do? I chatted with a muddy toddler. What was I supposed to do? Smiled at his squealy laughter. What was I supposed to do? If you gotta work on gratitude and accept what's here today. Be where you are with what you have, or you'll suppose your life away. Today I talked to an old friend. How was that supposed to go? Our conversation ended badly. How was it supposed to go? Then I went to practice my guitar. How was that supposed to go? Well, I played it pretty crappy. How was it supposed to go? If you're gonna expect gratitude and accept what's here today. Be where you are with what you have, or you'll suppose your life away. I spent my time trying to escape what I think and how I feel. But now I lay down all those judgments to what is real, what is real. Today my temper got the best of me. How was I supposed to be? I acted like a child for an hour. How was I supposed to be? Then laughter finally found me. How was I supposed to be? And I thanked my higher power, and I asked, how else am I supposed to be? If you're gonna change to gratitude and accept what's here today. Be where you are with what you have, or you'll suppose your life away. Oh, yeah. If you're gonna change to gratitude and accept what's here today. Be where you are with what you have, or you'll suppose your life away. Yeehaw! Yes. I love. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so I want to remind you that our practitioners are here to serve. We have a prayer room down the hall and to the right where you can meet with a practitioner for what we call a 3-minute miracle after service. And
There is also a prayer box in the back where if you can't stay, you can write your prayer request on the form and the practitioners will pray over it over the next week. So let's have our practitioners who are available today stand so that folks can see who you are. All right. Thank you to our practitioners. All right. Gracious giving.
Okay, we're ready for our gracious giving, which is where we give money to a charity of somebody's choice. And Lindsay, since you're up here, we'll let you draw.
Today's gracious giving goes to
the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southern Colorado.
And guess who donated this one? Steve and Jan Pollard. Good choice.
Yeah, you're welcome. So really, you chose it today.
Yeah. Okay, now we invite you to stand and hold hands and join us in the peace song.